singer. I clear my throat before I sing. Before I can emote, I physically restore my instrument, recalibrate the bore, prepare to vent. I work through my design and my intent to polish and refine my craft, my boat, and then I let out line, and then I float that first spontaneous note. The freedom cry. With imagination bound to the real, I rehearse a holy sound. The freedom cry, releasing from dark soil to a black sky. A hungry falcon, loyal to its own way, turning in its own coil. Who will not say or humanly expound how deep the play of wings and light around the distant ground. I want to thank Amanda for conceiving of this series and continuing it, making it happen. It's one of my favorite events of the month. And I also want to thank County Clare for hosting, where we are watched over by the spirits of W.B. Yeats and Oscar Wilde. It really helps. And having this opportunity to be the featured reader gives me also a chance to do a mini retrospective. I'm going to do a couple poems from my earlier work. This first one is from my first book, Magic Cereal, from 1967. So if you want, yeah, welcome, come right in. This is, yeah, there's a few poems in that book that I'm still not ashamed of. And this is one of them. The glorious fulfillment of the norm. Traitors and heroes escalate the great lie. The old regime is omnivorous. The united snakes fool the unwitting laity with famous illusions. Love's labors, moreover, efface the necessary tragicality of the fixed, transcendental, and heuristic evolution of our normal orgasmic relation to money. I know, I said it all there, I should have quit, but I'm So, our next one, that was the 60s. And, next one's from 1987, and when I decided 20 years later to try another book. The Book of Might. And this was the opening poem. Driving home the word I want to hear. I dream and speak, conditioned by the year, my life, the week, the moment in the end will puff my cheek. But if the word I send is more or less than what was meant, I mend my thought, redress. When second chance comes near to clear the mess, I set my tongue in gear, give it gas and steer. Driving home the word. So that was like 35 years ago, and I decided that publishing wasn't for me. It was, I needed to work on how to speak the poems, and that's what I've been doing since. I mean, whether you like it or not, this is how I do it. The hag dream. I dreamed a noxious hag had clenched a deadlock grip on me, impossible to slip away. She snagged me just above the hip. Her fury, pain, and envy dragged me down. No bigger than a shrew to brag of her defeat. I'd sooner bite my lip. The more I fought, the more her bitter spirit swelled, until I recognized what had to be incipient humanity. And when I held her there compassionately, I was uncaught. Identity. If what I am includes what I will be, then not a gram of mass that spirits me. If what I was, my name's in jeopardy from rumors buzz. If what I might or could, confusion does not end. I wear no hood and what I am here now for good. I am. I am. I am ad nauseam. Yes! I love the audience response like that. You got it. Ponder us. We weigh our words on a scale of 0 to 1. Each moment's pass or fail. And when we're done, we exhale with an air of judgment, spun with gravity. We swear this oath. We're bound for justice, truth. We share the burden, pound for pound, each word a nail, a pointed sound to measure, valuing snail no less than whale. Ponder us. You get it, don't you? I memorize my poems, but I don't always memorize the set list. The morning dove. What medium is there for us who grieve, who sound the drum in a heartbeat, who weave a knotted chain across the heart to relieve the untold strain and power of displaced love, riddled with gain. We hunt the morning dove to overcome that spirit perched above our home, struck dumb in equilibrium. Nerve. Instinctively we serve the God within and naturally preserve love, life, and limb. But how we ride, fly, flirt with danger, swim with sharks, climb, vault, and blurt out anything we think. avoiding hurt. We're rocketing and racing around the curve. We're focusing till suddenly we swerve, severing our nerve. %90 of what I write is short poems, like the length I've just. And this one is my longest. My longest poem that I recite. The peace that follows. 1. Each blip and whir of our intelligence confirms that we're well suited for defense, but combat's pace and strategies are dense with fire. The peace that follows must be cold. Whatever password opens heaven's golden gate, a wire-crossed narrative is told, and we're aware of images at war. 2. When images attack, there's no mirage, only the old mystique of camouflage. When tracer lights are dimmed, the next barrage details the news. The damned are still alive, unstopped and unredeemed. Can we contrive to cut the cord, the talk? We need to drive in silence, overtake the technical. 3. Defeat technique at its own man-damned game. A simple knack or polished, deadly aim. A compromise? Begin again in flame? Lost in a maze, this tunnel of time and space. There's no amusement here at all. Our race is neck and neck, and hand to hand, and face to face with nuclear death. Or fortune's knock. 4. The lucky dead who tried and try again at what they did before cannot be gone for long. The bride is waiting in her gown, preparing bread. But if the bridegroom stirs, she'll form a braid, emblem of what the stars know. Who has died? And who will climb the stairs? And what's endowed within a living deed? 5. So what is to be done? It seems we're here in this glorious Eden of thieves. Each hour we pass extends our fast. We work for hire as tongue or finger, fist or face. We stand with cup outside the feast. Our feet are stained in blood. At last, the dawn, which blinds us, stunned, we stumble, settle down to earth and dine. 6. Who grew this food? So good, so much. There must be enough to feed us all. The earth is moist with promise. Let us gorge ourselves. We've missed our share of loot, and who knows where or when fate will allot these quantities again. So let the fiddles play. Let women and men be overfed. The gain before the fade. 7. After we've eaten everything, I sip a bittersweet red wine and feel it seep within. A pulse, a spill that pools like sack. Another place, a slope that loops, abyss so steep. A lapse, a sleep. I hear a hiss, so indiscreet, these whispering lips. Our discourse incomplete. Each leak, each woof and tweet. 1. Each blip and whir of our intelligence confirms that we're well suited for defense. But combat's pace and strategies are dense with fire. The peace that follows must be cold. I have one more poem to read, or to read out of my memory. Hilarity, the gift. Hilarity, the gift of afterplay, when all that can be sniffed of love's bouquet is wrapped in nakedness and disarray, and all that sweet excess could guarantee our love is bottomless. And yet we see the very bottom. Swift hilarity is lying low to lift us. Heal the ancient rift. Thank you.